Our next award this evening is also new this year, as Denver positions itself as a global creative capital. It is only proper to celebrate those creatives that put Denver on the global stage. The Global Arts Award is presented to an individual or organization that has brought Denver's arts and culture to a national or world stage. Nominees for this category have received national or international recognition through collaboration, media coverage, or grant dollars. And the Global Arts Award goes to Darla Rae.
Love to make inspirational films that make you feel good when you go to see them, and you come out going, wow, maybe my life is not so bad. So basically I like to motivate, encourage, uplift, and inspire through my films. And I like to tell real stories.
She tells stories. She tells stories like no one tells stories, because it always comes from the heart, and she gets everyone else to give from the heart in telling those stories, and they become vested. I've never seen a person bring people together for a common vision like I have with her.
I think the significance of Darla's work is that the subjects that she chooses. She's very particular about what she makes. She's passionate about what she makes. She makes films for everybody.
Her work is very inspirational. She finds people amazing stories, real life stories of things that they're going through, and I think there's so many people looking for that want something that they can relate to, and she has an awesome way of telling their story and then of course putting it onto film.
The films that I've made have gone around the world. Dandy Kids was about children with a rare brain malformation. And I have to tell you, I never thought in a million years when I made that film that I'd be walking up to Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C. to show it to members of Congress. And I didn't really understand the impact that was going to have.
She got international family attention. She had people contacting her. She kind of became the de facto expert in Dandy Walker syndrome, because she had produced this documentary that opened the door for so many families, not just in Colorado, not just in the United States, but around the world.
She makes a presence on the world stage with all of her projects, and people recognize it and are impressed.
You know, we like to think that our films do matter. Are we Spielberg? No, we're not. But do they touch lives and save lives? They have.
I love her spirit, and I love the person that she encourages me to become by working on projects with her. I love the enthusiasm, I love the positiveness and professionalness. I think people need to know more about the projects she's worked on.
Try to do something that it entertains, but it also educates and raises awareness. I just hope that by me getting this award and kind of the light shining on what we do, that it will actually expand it to the community for other filmmakers.
One thing I think that people should know about Darla is her heart. She has an enormous heart, and she is just a beautiful person inside and out.
The one thing that everybody should know about Darla is that what you see is what you get, warts and all.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to say I work with Darla Rae. Please welcome her to the stage.
I thought I was going to cry when I got to my speech to read, but when I watched the footage on Dandy Kids, it just hits my heart every time. And I'm over 50, so you have to forgive me for the glasses. So, I'd just like to say thank you to all the wonderful organizations and people who have collaborated with me in film productions over the years, because without you, none of this would have been possible. And if it's okay, I'd like to take a moment and recognize those of you in the audience who have collaborated with me. I know we can't see you, but raise your hand, stand up, because I'd like you guys to take a bow, and I want to thank you for supporting me in the films that we've done together. So, I thank you. All my kids that are out there, please stand up. All my kids, please. I'm very fortunate to have some of the most important people in my life here to share this honor with this evening. My best friend Cass, and dear friend Janetta, both of whom have been great mentors to me. I say thank you for standing in support of my dreams for over 20 years. Next, I would like to thank my niece, Krista, and her wonderful family, and my rock star nephews, Brick, Gage, and Hunter, for always inspiring me and for always agreeing to be in Aunt Dee's projects. Sometimes I have to buy presents. Then there's my beautiful daughter who tried to get here. Her car broke down on the way to Seattle Airport last night, and it ended up being a $2 part. Go figure. But anyhow, she didn't get to make it. But I'd like to thank her and her husband Steve, because they've always supported my projects and my dreams, both emotionally and financially. And not many parents get to stand before an audience and say thank you to their children for helping them fulfill their dreams. Usually it's the children thanking their parents, so I want to say thank you to them. And many times I'm asked why I like to do inspirational projects that raise awareness. And it's simple, really. It's my mom. My mom lost her battle with breast cancer at the age of 60, but she was always my cheerleader and my champion. And it was never easy for her growing up. And at the age of 15, she chose to give me life and taught me to always be a voice for others. One time when I was a kid, I remember I came home and there was an organization that needed some help raising money for cancer patients. And when I came home from school, my mother had baked a cake, but she quickly informed me that it wasn't for us, that it was to help others. And she said, you may not be able to help with money, but sometimes you just have to bake a cake. She took the cake to my school and sold raffle tickets and raised over $100. And back then that was a big deal. So I always remembered that lesson. And when I'm fortunate enough to tell the stories in my films that uplift, encourage, motivate, and inspire, I think we're just baking a cake.
There you go.
None of the projects which I have worked on would have been possible without each and every one of you, and most importantly, my faith in God. And lastly, I do want to thank the selection committee for this honor, along with the mayor and the First Lady of Denver, for recognizing the importance and value of the arts and culture in society. By recognizing me, you are recognizing other filmmakers, and there are plenty of filmmakers in Denver doing great work. And I just say thank you to all of them, because many of them have collaborated with me. So I'd like to say thank you for this great honor of excellence in arts and culture and global impact. I'm truly blessed and grateful, and thank you.
Denver is a city of neighborhoods, each with its own flavor, its own excitement. Our next People's Choice Award celebrates the creativity in these neighborhoods. The nominees for the Creative Neighborhood Award are Arts District on Santa Fe and Golden Triangle Museum District and Plein Air Festival. And the winner is Golden Triangle Museum District Plein Air Festival.